motor and a seat. You can't really get much more basic than that. It's got a body to keep the wind off you. I think that's about it, really. It's very mechanical. You're pretty much one with the car. You're feeling everything through the steering wheel. The carburetors are right there, so you can see them working. You kind of get a bit of a grip of what's going on there. The wind, the noise, just everything that comes with it, the smell of the fuel. It's all part of it. Obviously not the most comfortable vehicle, but it was never built for long trips. It was always just built for obviously having fun. Definitely a good stress reliever every now and then to go around the block in. Yeah. I guess the beauty of hot rodding is you can put a lot of yourself into the vehicles. There's 100 different ways of doing things, and they don't all have to be the same, and none of them usually are the same. I'm just doing because I need to. Yeah, I don't know really how to explain why I get up in the morning and need to build this stuff. I need to probably prove to myself that I can. I don't know. I do know if I don't have one going, I don't like it. I've got to have one driving of some description. You just wake up and you want to go and drive something. Yeah, so we did a trade deal on a single spinner that we had. It was a driving vehicle at the time. We used it for a couple of years and had it at the Revue roundup, and it was actually on the way back from one of the roundups. The motor decided that it didn't want to go. So we brought it home and decided, oh well, we'll put it in the corner. And then once we realized the motor was terminal, we decided, oh well, maybe we'll rebuild it. And then a chance thing, I bought those hubcaps, and it just started the ball rolling from there. A very good friend of mine who's painted all my cars for me, he come along, said let's paint this one again. So that's when I was progressed more to more of a show car. And then yeah, obviously watching Far Too Many Mad Fabricators and seeing obviously Livewire, I decided I'd try and take cues from that stuff that I like the paint job and obviously put it into the truck. Didn't really go too over the top, like our budget didn't allow for that, so pretty much we blew our budget on the motor. We didn't chrome anything because obviously that's a huge expense, and then after that it was, yeah, we just had to do most of what we could in-house. So yeah, it's a Model A chassis. We pretty much kept it from the firewall forward, and the rest from there back is RHS. Custom cross member and all that sort of stuff. We obviously did ladder bar rear end. We did they call it the bob bleed sweep in the front with the rails. It was channeled a lot more than it is now, so we actually de-channeled it a lot to try and get some more interior space. But I also roof chopped it, so that kind of counteracted that. It had my quick change in the back of it, but we took that out and put an 8-inch in the back. It's running the 365 Cadillac with 390 heads, and obviously the 6 carburetors, which can be fun sometimes, but also give it a little bit of grief. I guess it all revolved around the engine. Being a late 50s engine, that was the era. I think if you were to put a matte black paint job or try and make it look earlier pre-war stuff, the motor wasn't going to work. So it definitely takes it into more that 50s, 60s era. During the build process, I was going down the road of listening to lots of surf music from the 50s, and one that popped up, the name was in the start of the song, and it just had a ring to it. And I listened to that song way too many times while I was underneath that thing working on it. It was definitely that show car era, everything had a name. And it was just, yeah, part of that identity. You didn't call it what it was, you called it by the name. takes up a lot of time. Either my own stuff or my customer's stuff, it's 24 hours. You'll wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning with an idea, and yeah, quite often I've ended up out in the shed to try and sort that idea out. Or if you're trying to figure out an issue, it's 24 hours. It doesn't stop. You definitely learn with every build, and I'm afraid every time you finish a car, you would probably do it differently, and that's the problem that I had. There's always another project, because you always think I could do it better on the next one. So as much as I keep saying, no, that's it, I'm done, there's always, I look around and go, actually,